Now, say all you want about the quality of this movie, saying that it looks cheesy, one-dimensional, and has cookie-cutter characters in it, but for me, this is how I felt experiencing this movie. Yo, what is up, my Cinedroids? G to the S here. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing Tom Holland's next adventure, Spider-Man Far From Home. Let's do this, Spidey! Taking place right after Avengers Endgame, our friendly neighborhood superhero decides to join his best friends Ned, played by Jacob Batalon, MJ, this time played by Disney Channel star Zendaya, and the rest of the gang on a European vacation. However, Peter's plan to leave superheroics behind for a few weeks are completely scrapped when he begrudgingly agrees to help Nick Fury uncover the mystery of several elemental creature attacks wreaking havoc across the continent. No spoilers here. Now you can go ahead and stab me with your shady, hateful comments about my opinion on this movie, but I honestly really enjoyed this movie way more than Homecoming. Although I did enjoy that film as well, I might have to agree that some of the pacing issues might be the weakest thing about it, but I still enjoyed it. I mean, yeah, sure, say all you want about Zendaya's portrayal as MJ in this rendition of Spider-Man, and I can see where you're coming from, but here's the thing. For me, and I know I might get sniped for saying this, but I think she's a serviceable actress. I mean, I haven't seen her on Disney Channel shows, like I have not watched Casey Undercover a lot, but so far, she's serviceable. But me, personally, I like both Kirsten Dunst and Laura Bailey in other renditions, be it the two Sam Raimi movies and the recent PS4 game release as far as I'm concerned. But still, it's not like she gave a shoehorned in performance or anything. I thought she did really well as MJ in Homecoming. But my biggest nitpick about her in Homecoming was that she wasn't used enough in that movie. So I'm glad that they rectified that mistake in this movie. Her and Peter's chemistry this time around, in terms of character development and the movie's use of execution, feels exactly what their relationship should and will be in this particular franchise. Come at me. Even in terms of acting direction from John Watts once again, I still believe their chemistry. It's not like the forced chemistry used in Spider-Man 3 or anything, so there's that. But still, great job, Marvel, and also Sony Pictures for bringing that relationship back on the big screen. I enjoyed it a lot. I also thought they did a great job with the CGI in the film as well. I mean, come on, if you guys watched my reviews of the MCU films by now, we all know that every single MCU film, including this one, have impressive CGI over the years. So it's clearly no surprise there. But in terms of action sequences, they look awesome to watch. Like in the scene where Spider-Man is fighting off against the drones in the London Bridge is amazing. All thanks to the boys at ILM for making it possible. Huge kudos. For me, Industrial Light and Magic has always been one of my most favorite CGI companies of all time, especially their CG work on Star Wars. Don't at me. I also enjoyed the movie's use of chem work and cinematography as well. I mean, of course, it's very MCU. You guys know this. But still, that's not a terrible thing in my book. It always looks great to watch. Like where Spider-Man's web slinging through the city, I mean, it's always been a classic to all of us since we hold this superhero so close to our hearts over the years. The amount of drones that were swarming across the London Bridge, and the action fight sequences in this movie. The swooping camera shots never fails to entertain me at all. Great job to the camera guys on that. Keep up the great work. I also thought the story and plotline in this movie was an entertaining story, and it illustrates Peter's coming to grips with his powers and tries to spend a vacation resting his superhero days, but gets recruited anyway to take down the main baddie of this film, Mysterio, played awesomely by Jake Gyllenhaal, was pretty well done. Now, I won't spoil who Mysterio's character is in this film, but if you're familiar with the Spider-Man lore, you'll know exactly what his character is. But still, Jake Gyllenhaal killed it in his portrayal as Mysterio. Keep up the awesome work, dude. But still, again, hate my guts and disagree with me all you want, but I thought the story in this movie was fantastic. Let's see if Marvel can keep this up. But the huge pepperoni pizza topping of this whole thing was the balance between comedy and drama, and they were displayed really well in this film. In terms of comedic timings, there are some high school tropes in this movie that made me laugh really hard, actually. The whole bully arc, one-liners against science nerds, no offense at all science nerds out there, and a sudden affection of one's love of one another, but still not done in a cheesy and or sappy manner. All the tropes were handled so perfectly and effectively. Good on you guys. The one thing that wore me down was that during the movie, the fire alarm went off and me and everyone else in the whole entire building that I was in had to evacuate to fix the problem. Granted, it only took a couple minutes, so that's good. But still, I find that appalling to set off a fire alarm during an entertaining superhero film. Shame on that guy, seriously. But overall, guys, in the end, despite that brief tangent about the stupid fire alarm situation, I still had a blast watching Spider-Man Far From Home from start to finish. It was fun, it was action-packed, the pacing was well structured, the villain was well executed. Again, no spoilers. And it was an overall enjoyably fun superhero experience, and if Marvel comes out with another movie, I am so there. Because I rate Spider-Man Far From Home a web-zipping 5 out of 5 stars. Sure, call me a fanboy, dislike this video, but I don't care. It's my opinion, not yours. I said it was a fun movie. Deal with it. So Spider-Man Far From Home, have you seen it? If you have, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Answers down below, please. Also, if you like this video and you want to see some more, make sure that like button shines in your face. That'll totally help me out a ton. Also, share that video with your family and friends and favorite it. That's a very good way to show support for this review. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell right next to you so you can be notified of future videos that I have in store for you. And also, if you want to shout out in a future video, just follow me on both Instagram and Twitter, and I will choose one of my Cinedroids to be displayed as a shout out. The link's in the description below. And also follow me on Stardust so you can catch early reactions of movies, TV show episodes, and trailers. I'll put a link to that below in the description as well so you can download the app for yourselves. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.